Holy shit. So, today I bring you, what's up everyone? It's another reaction. Because I don't do these intros right. It's another reaction. Today, we are bringing you top dork of the right-wing media army, Mr. Benny Johnson. And he just gave this speech. Holy shit. Is at the Auburn University. I'm not sure if it was a Turning Point event or not, but it is. This clip. This clip. This man claims, I mean, I know they all do, but it's wild hearing him claim God appointed Donald Trump. I mean, before we talk about what God has been doing, let's just make sure Donald Trump's not on that list. I need a sound effect machine. I'm getting one. Let's make sure he's not on the list before we start throwing around that appointed by God. All right, let's get into this because this is ridiculous.
Donald Trump. In Romans 13, it says that God institutes the government of men.
Let's do it again. That was a bad one.
And God did appoint Donald Trump. In Romans 13...
Okay. That's a hot start. Let's hear his evidence. And notice we go to a piece of... There's no real data. This is all manufactured through the way you mix words. What they call it, the bob and weave, you know, he says, where he just says whatever, comes back to nothing. This is Benny Johnson doing the bob and weave with Donald Trump. For Donald Trump.
It says that God institutes the government of men. God determines our government.
First of all, did he appoint George W. Bush? Did he appoint every single one of those presidents? Not all are very godly people. Did he do Bill Clinton? He's like, Bill, I need you to be president. I need you to get up there. And I need you to do what you can do for yourself and America. God does not. Look, we just watched a bunch of kids get murdered on real time. We watched soldiers that said that they believe in, like, oh man, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but, you know, soldiers that shouldn't be doing what they're doing. Filming themselves doing fucked up shit to civilians. So if God ain't gonna help all those kids in Gaza, God's not appointing no government. I just don't think that's the way this works.
And he gives a righteous people a righteous government. He gives that government a sword to wield. A sword to wield to protect good men and women.
He's pretty much saying that he gives them a sword. This guy is pretty much trying to tell y'all that you need a king. You need a king. You need a guy that has a sword, aka the police, and that can police you and watch you and make sure that you're gonna be protected. It's all bullshit.
And for the terror of evil men. And that is what President Trump is doing.
This is not what he's doing. I've seen a lot of women being drugged around by ICE agents right on video. I haven't seen a lot of criminals being pulled out their car with wheeling guns, shooting back at police. I haven't seen really any of that. I'm not sure what this is evil. If someone doesn't believe the way you don't believe, that makes them evil. Is that what you're talking about?
Right now, God bless President Trump and his administration for wielding the sword. Christians are the ones who see value in life because we know that God created us. That's why we are pro-life. Unfortunately,
Christianity has done some pretty fucked up things to people in the name of Christianity. So I don't know where he's getting this shit, because you can look this shit up anywhere. You can take a time period, look at what Christians have done. We have not been, I won't put myself in that because I don't know, I'm an agnostic, whatever, anyways. But let's be real here. Let's not be fake. Christians have not been good. They have used Christianity to rape people. They have used Christianity to put people in fucking chains. They have used Christianity to kill people, to control people. This is not... I don't understand where you get this shit from. Let's go.
Unfortunately, there are communists who are winning elections in this country. They are anti-life. Communists show you that with all of their motivations and all of their moves. This is why I'm very worried about assassination culture on the left. I'm concerned about it because if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in the value of life, you will view it as permissible to kill for power.
Christians have been doing that since the beginning of time. I am not even going to look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Christians have been using their power to kill people. They don't see anyone that doesn't believe. I mean, you can see it where in certain points of time, they literally looked at certain people like they were expendable. I don't know where he's getting this shit from. It's like you don't just get to wake up one day, I'm Christian. I'm no. Which religion can't keep the hands off the boys' butts? Which religion can't keep the hands off the boys' butts?
Communists always do that. There was a man elected as Attorney General, this top law enforcement official in the state of Virginia, just last night, who says he wants to murder Republican children.
That's not what he said. But right out of the BJ playbook, you take one wincy thing and you blow it up to be something that you can either victimize yourself or the person you're telling the story about. If JD Vance can stand up and say, oh, those were just we're not going to persecute kids. Which, let me tell you, they weren't kids. The group was like 40 and under. The young Republicans is not a bunch of kids. It's like, and he's like, we're not going to persecute kids for saying, put them in the gas chamber. And this little jagmo's up here being mad about the messages that this guy was saying, which are equivalent to what that guy was saying. These people are raising little fascists, and something about whether that means they deserve to live. I don't know the exact quote, but it was exactly the same shit I've seen the right say. So this is again a troll. And this is like a psyop on the ill-informed. If you don't look at both sides, you'll never understand. You will be under a big ass heavy rock. This guy's just lying the whole time. He's making shit up.
That is what we are fighting against. There's a literal communist elected as New York City mayor.
Okay, how about this? Because I'm a pretty centered person, and this is where we're at. Maybe if y'all didn't drag women through the street and try to film it, maybe if y'all didn't give money away to a whole nother country to buy cattle when you said you're going to be American first, maybe if you guys had a plan come prior November 1st to help with the health care, what you're going to do to replace it, maybe maybe if you did these things, maybe if you weren't such fucking assholes, Hey, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Maybe if you didn't send police to every state that didn't agree with you, this is what's going to happen. You guys will have to deal with this. The thing's going to swing. And I'm not in agreement for things swinging left and right heavy. I believe all these issues can be solved. Let me tell you something. People on the right, if you get coughed on by a trans person, you will not turn trans. If you get coughed on by a gay person, you won't turn gay. You know what? It won't happen. If a man pulls out his wiener and the first thing you think about is like, oh my God, put it away or I'm going to put it in my mouth. You are gay. You are very gay. So stop it. It's not something people need to go to war about. Here, I'll solve the bathroom issue. How about this? Every bathroom being built needs to be full on stalls. No more boys' bathrooms. It's just a line of stalls and toilets with doors. That's it. I don't even want to be in a bathroom with normal people. I don't give a fuck. I'll beat the ass, but I'm not going to be in a bathroom with people anyways. Solved. Pro-life, pro-gun. It's the same. So pro-life, pro-abortion, pro-gun. Same thing. One wants a choice to possibly, as y'all see it, end a life at birth. And y'all want a choice for someone to possibly end a life later on when they're living. So, I mean, you're never going to solve those two issues. Give up the guns, I'm sure we can move on to one thing. And with this, that's not a big issue. People on the left. Not every country town needs to learn about things that policies, diversity plans that matter to the city. We just got to realize, let the people in the country do what they want to do. Let the people who live in the city do what they want to do. Let the towns establish themselves. There's no reason to try to make everything the same and have everyone on the same accord. It's never going to be like that. So that's my little run-off sentence. That's my bob and weave. Pretty much saying a lot of these issues that these people campaign on are very easy to solve. But the reason why they don't solve them is so they can continue to keep the fucking billionaires and millionaires rich and keep robbing us. Well, the dum-dums are more focused on the things that they think are fears that they shouldn't be focused on because they don't really affect them. Moving on.
This is in the legacy of Joseph Stalin, in the legacy of Mao Zedong, who slaughtered in the hundreds of millions their own people. We mustn't let communism win.
We have to. By sending them to wars we knew we were going to lose. We have littered our streets with guns that have killed people. I mean, come on, dude. You can connect the dots to everything.
In this country, and life is the first step.
This is really bored. Like, where are we gonna go? These crowd reaction shots are funny.
Liberty. We are the party of liberty. We are the party that freed the slaves. Christian kingdoms like England freed the slaves. The first.
Yeah, because you're the one that put them in the cages. They love to do this whole thing about slavery. They love to be like, "Oh, we freed. We were the ones that wanted them free. We." This thing is not about slavery. It's more current than that.
Kingdoms to free slaves were Christian kingdoms, ladies and gentlemen. We are the inheritors of liberty. We are the ones.
White people, you ever had someone say it's a dark? Well, I'll even set you up nicely. Say it's a dark night and you're parked on the street, and someone walks by you and they look black, and you hit that fucking door lock. That's what people are talking about. Because if a white guy came by, it would say, be more or less likely to hit the door lock. So automatically, the way black people are framed in their existence is in a very negative light. They are always seen to be up to trouble when it's not true. That's the type of shit we're saying. So when you keep banking on this slavery, that's not what people are completely talking about right now. We're talking about nowadays. We're talking about the videos of the black people who live in the nice neighborhood, and the neighbors harass them because they don't think they live there. Or the Uber driver who just got shot because he went to something about the DoorDash order. He just got shot because of some dumbass with a gun thought that they were attacking his property. And in the video, it clearly shows he's trying to run away, but he's so scared that he doesn't know what to do with the car. Anyways, moving on.
To believe in liberty, all men are created equal. If you're not a Christian, if you don't believe in God, then you don't believe that, actually.
That's not true.
And while the left is
there's tons of people that don't believe in God that still believe people are equal. God is not a necessity to be a good person. It's about action. Having faith. So how people say faith is a lazy person's way to heaven. Just believing in something is not the only thing you need to do. Actions matter. This guy literally makes money off running his mouth. He does not have time for charity. He does not do anything. He barely raises the fucking kids. He just uses them as Instagram props.
Obsessed with slaves here in this country from 150 years ago, they refuse to look at the continent of Africa, where there are 7 million people that are still currently enslaved in Muslim countries.
It's just like his hot take on the slavery again. You are obsessing about the slavery thing right now. People are saying we need to make things equal. We need to figure out a way to clean up these neighborhoods so we don't have violence. How do we give people opportunities? How do we get people not to depend on welfare? Take Iraq as a situation. The situation right there was bad. We thought we could just walk in there and take something away. We took Saddam away and the whole fucking country crashed. He was seen as the thing that was negative. That's why you take benefits away, anything. You pull any rug out from anyone that's keeping a certain group together and you have no plan, you're fucked. That's what you're going to do to people.
They refuse to ever talk about it. So we'll talk about it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The inheritors of liberty also...
If he was smart, he would do that. Slavery was invented by Arabs who are using sub-Saharan Africans to do a lot of their war fighting, building, and a bunch of other stuff.
Also means that we have the liberty to...
And they run back to our country and they want to jump with the black guys like, hey man, we're with you. It's like, no, y'all the ones enslaving them too.
to go and explore and live exciting and liberated lives. To go out into the great beyond, to tame the West.
His like whole party was like, we just use the word liberated a lot. It'll make you sound real patriotic and smart.
To maybe even go to space. And God did appoint Donald Trump.
And maybe even go to space. This is stupid. Anyways, I just don't get it, dude. I don't get how this guy's not seen such a fucking dork. He's literally the guy that had like the rich parents that people dealt with. Alright, we'll go to his house. Like, this is his coolest moment in his life. Is being a fucking Republican influencing dork. It's wild. Anyways, that's it.